Now, welcome back to Merch It. If you're new to this platform, on this channel we talk about all things fragrances and all things hip hop. So if this is the type of content that you're interested in, go ahead and leave a like, make sure you run up in the comments, and please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. But I really want y'all to close your eyes and imagine this real quick. Imagine coconut sitting on top of leather, sitting on top of sandalwood, sitting on top of amber, sitting on top of vanilla. I really want you to close your eyes and imagine that. And you don't got to think too hard, because I'm going to tell you, a fragrance like that does exist. And that fragrance is this right here. This is Santal Complet by Fragrance Du Bois. And this is nothing short of the word seductive, man. This is certainly one of the best fragrances I have ever smelled, hands down. It's very sweet, it's very bold, it's very potent, and overall this is a very well blended I feel fragrance, man. All the material that's incorporated in this, like, it smells gourmand. Like, this smells like some type of European pastry, or just something very luscious and exquisite to eat that's sweet. You might cop something like this from Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it smells like a pastry of some kind. But this is very tropical, I feel. And I don't think this is one of the notes in it, but I do pick up on some type of pineapple. I feel it smells kind of tropical, but I don't believe this is a tropical fragrance, man. Retail's gonna run you about $400, but trust me, it is worth every dollar that you're going to spend, because I can't exaggerate this enough. I promise you, I'm not capping. This is the only fragrance I feel that smells exactly like this. You're not gonna find anything else on this market that smells like Santal Complet by Fragrance Du Bois. And we've been wanting to review this one for some time, but we finally got around to it. We did Oud Orange Intense some time ago from Fragrance Du Bois, and that's a heavy hitter. And I feel like this is 5 times better than that. This is certainly one of my favorite fragrances ever. I feel like this, oh man, this smells very refreshing every time I smell this, man. But I feel like this is the only thing on the market that's just like this. It's very warm. Oh man, it's very warm. I feel like it's very mesmerizing. It's seductive, intoxicating. This is a panty dropper for sure, man. I feel like this is a little bit more, it's certainly unisex, but I feel like this is a little bit more on the feminine side because of all of the sweetness that's in this. I feel like this is kind of reminiscent of like a perfume of some kind. And I really pick up on the vanilla. Now I really want y'all to picture this, the vanilla and coconut sitting on top of some wood. Like, the wood is so much in the back, but you can still pick up on its presence, and that's how strong this is. The only downside to this fragrance, I feel, is the lightness of it. Like, you could probably, like, I've worn this plenty of times, and Oud Orange Intense, and they both lasted, I feel, for a decent amount of time, but Oud Orange Intense is much stronger. This is quite light, and you're probably gonna get like 7 hours max out of this. You know, I think it really presses for 6 hours, but you could, if depending how much you spray, if you spray like 10 times, you could probably get 7 hours out of this. And I feel like this is certainly worth every dollar that you're gonna spend, man. Because I feel like it's not very much of a complicated fragrance, but it's very fruity and it's just very well blended. And if this is, like, you know, smelling like a gourmand is something that you're really interested in, this is certainly one of the fragrances you're gonna want. The projection is pretty solid. I feel like it's around 3-4 feet, you know, because I've gotten compliments on this a couple of times. I've been out with this plenty of times, and it's certainly one of me and Pops' favorites. And somebody that this really reminds me of is Doja Cat, because I feel like Doja Cat can come off very, I feel, light and very cuddly and sweet, like her debut, the song Moo. Speaking of milk, you know, like the coconut milk in this, but, you know, just very sweet and, like, you know, just poppy and happy. And then she could turn around and become very demonic, like we see on Paint the Town Red. You know, which is really, that's a solid beat, man. Whoever produced that, great job. I got a couple of Dionne Warwick vinyl records in my collection, but that's certainly one of the dope songs. And Doja, you definitely cool with me, man. Doja Cat knows her history. Like, she even went as far as praising Fonte on his verse on Whatever You Say. And The Listen is one of my favorite albums ever. So when I seen Doja Cat say that, I was like, Doja Cat really that girl, man. Doja Cat has always been rather enigmatic, and that's something I really praise about her. She thinks outside the box, you feel me? Just like Fragrance Du Bois did with this fragrance. Doja, she definitely be doing her thing, man. Most def. I think little brother Fontaine and Big Pooh even went as far as to praise her or say so. Big Pooh said that he be blasting that every time he be in his whip. But yeah, Doja, she be doing her thing. And we just did a review on some fragrances I feel like that smell like Sweetie. And the song Best Friend is definitely a song I feel like that was the summer jam of like 20 or 2019, whenever that song came out. That was a dope song. So yeah, much praise to Doja Cat. I feel like this is a very luscious, seductive, and just fulfilling fragrance altogether, man. This is certainly one of my favorites. I'm gonna be rocking this very soon, man. I call dibs on this for Christmas, but this is certainly a great gift to give somebody. Like I said, it's a little bit more on the feminine side, but a dude, you could definitely rock this. And this is something I recommend. This is a 12 out of 10 bottle, man, in my humble opinion. Fragrance Du Bois did their thing, and I recommend this for anybody out there. This is a blind buy, certainly. And this right here is Santal Complet by Fragrance Du Bois, man. And with that, we out. Much love for watching.